Yeah, well, one thing that we were talking about a while ago was the Mandela effect.
Yep.
So we think that the Mandela effect, from our perspective, we're remembering the past as it was, right? And everyone else who remembers what we see as new, we're thinking they're
On
they're
a new timeline.
ethnicities on a new timeline, something like this. Yeah, yeah, something's happened. But we're the
That we're
original.
assuming that their memories have been changed.
Yes, and that ours are the
Yes.
original memories.
Yes.
Yes. But what if that's wrong? If things are changing and frequencies are rising and we see it, we're seeing all this change all over the place, right? Well, then it's us that's changing, right? It's us that's going up in frequency. So that would sort of make you think that it's us that change, which means that our memories will be changing because we're jumping into different timelines, higher timelines. So from that perspective, the Mandela effect could be that what we see as wrong, what we don't remember, is the original timeline, but that's a lower vibration timeline. So we have moved up, and because of that, we now are in a different timeline because when things change, they change for all past, present, and future. It means all of our memories change, and we see the new timeline, and other people we interact with don't because they're still on a lower vibration. So that's the new theory
Well, that's a
on
trip, Cam, because like
Mandela's.
what you're saying, because that's a trip. What you're saying is, Luke, I am your father, actually is the new version of Star Wars, and that we remembering the new version, which is trippy because it means that we've remembered it, it's acting like that new version has been in our lives forever. So if Luke, I am your father is the new version on Star Wars that we've generated through the Mandela effect and us being present to it, that it means that we've got evidence that our memories from this whole life have changed because we remember Luke, I am your father, like for the last, since it was produced in the 70s, or
Hmm.
Queen's, we are the champion of the world.
Yeah.
Like, if that's the new version of Queen, we've just fucking improved it.
Hmm.
And every single Mandela effect that we have noticed is an improvement on the if your theory is right, on the original lower realm memory. Is it not? Of
Well,
course, Star Wars with I Am Your Father or Beam Me Up Scotty from Star Trek. They're improvements. They're good improvements.
yeah, 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 yeah,
You see
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it takes a while to wrap your head around it because
Yeah.
because what we see as the old is the new, so it's flipped around. So yeah, yeah, beat me up, Scotty. Yeah, is much better than not beat me up, Scotty.
Yeah, and
Clearly.
Mirror Mirror on the Wall, who's the
Yeah.
fairest of them all, is a much better version than their
C
awkward
C3PO, right? Being all
all
gold.
gold.
Yeah, much better. Totally, man. Like the sword in the stone, actually being in a stone and not an anvil. Much better.
Much better. So
Yeah.
it's interesting then from that perspective, because that means we've got evidence that this thing called our perception of reality is instantly and ultimately changed through all time and space. So if we're truly remembering Queen, I am the champions of the world as a memory, we've had that in our heads now. We consciously think we've had that memory in our heads now for the last 30 years. So that's a trip. If
Oh,
you
yeah.
take it as reversing it, that's a trip, right? How
Yeah.
how it has infiltrated our 30 years of memories. And what the feck are memories? And why do we have so few of them, Cam?
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, totally. Like, yeah, we don't have enough memory. So is this another sign that we've been that reality is not what we're told, right? That we're jumping, that we're going up in timelines when we go up in frequency and awareness, really, I guess, right? Making our field bigger. But I mean, it's good. Like, but if you think that that's changing things retrospectively, right? Like that means that all anything can be healed, right?
Oh, that's a nice thought, Mr.
Anything
Purpose.
like physical, emotional, spiritual
Yeah.
wounds, you can change them
Yeah.
retrospectively. So it's like they never happened. And I got
Which is
onto
the
this
principle
thought.
of quantum
I was
quantum
going to,
healing.
yeah, Dr. Joe Dispenza does it, and he this is what he does. He gets you into the space, and it's all quantumy stuff. But people heal, and it's like Jesus, I guess, right? Miracles. How does that happen? Is it because literally they've changed timeline, it's changed all their past and brought them back to this time, and they never actually had that injury as from then, that from that moment? Is that how miracles work?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting concept, going backwards, and that we're actually the ones that have changed. That
Mm.
makes more sense. From the perspective of frequency, we are the ones that have changed. So it would make sense that reality for us has changed, not the reality around us for other people, but for us. And it's true to say that those who I mean, I can't, but we can't validate that everyone in the, say, this community has experienced or believes in the Manila. We can't, I don't know. I mean, it's in my experience
I would
and
think
Cam's
so, but yeah.
experience. I'm assuming most of you like remember or have the new memories from this conversation, have the new memories.
Yes, yes.
I'm assuming. Yeah. So it's interesting then because the ones that aren't having those memories, they've been a bit bombarded by, like stuff that's messed with their, frequency channels, their frequency output, basically.
Mm.
So for the ones who have like kept their frequency output sort of thriving and vital and clean and clear and strong, yeah, I would say it makes sense that we're the ones that have changed. Therefore, we're the ones that are seeing a changed perception of reality.
Yeah, well, that's interesting too about the Jabberwocky people. Maybe as we grow and because as we grow, everything's expansion, right? We get bigger mentally and spiritually. We learn more. We go physically further. Maybe going up in frequency, right, is part of that growth. Like maybe we're always like going up the frequency scale and the whole, you know, billy goat thing, stop them. And that's why there's such a division being caused now, because we're still going up at the same rate and they've just stopped. Because it's not that you can't talk to these people because they're bad or anything. It's just that the level in frequency is just too big. You just literally can't converse with them.
Yeah,
It's
it's
crazy.
true. It's true. We're definitely seeing evidence of a frequency split.
Mm.
100%.
Well,
100%.
mm. So it's interesting. So time clearly, is not what we've been told, right? All
Oh, fucking
these
time.
timelines, things, and
Oh, time.
yes, yeah, and this is the thing. We're in the year 2025 in Israel. It is 5,200 or something. In the Islamic world, it's the 1400s, and in the Slavic calendar, it's 7,600. So what the hell is time? Why do we have a calendar that starts in the middle? Like that's dumb, right? Plus, they've changed the calendar so many times, and we used to have a 360-day calendar. Like, how is that possible if we're spinning through space on a ball? How did that orbit and that change by 5 days? Time. What is time? The Prague clock. What is
I
the
mean,
Prague
it's just
clock?
like, when we're out in the bush and you spend like 2 weeks just out there doing stuff outside all day and all night, your time changes because you're not on the devices and you're not getting any input, and your input is natural. It's, like the sun goes down, it gets cold, kind of what time it is, the sun comes up, it's, like it's a natural clock. But our
Hmm.
societies have been, maneuvered into a non-natural world,
Work
as we
clock.
know.
Hmm.
And I guess for all the people in the world who are moving towards being back in nature, out in communities, or on land, on country, wherever that is for you. Yeah, they're starting to wire their organic time back together because it's really fucked us. It's really, and it's still messing with us because for
Hmm.
us, time is speeding up.
Oh,
This
what
is
else
just
is
like,
happening? Yeah, we're going to be live in Melania on the 19th of July next month,
yep.
from 9 to 5. So tickets selling fast. Get one. And it is the We Have Been Invaded tour, where we are going to talk about the invaders and answer the question, who are they? Who is
Yeah, who
this
are they?
they? Who
Who
are
are
they?
they? This is a very unique show for Cam and I. This is probably the first time we've done something like this where we've actually honed in on a topic within the consciousness of our movement. And we're going to spend all day and we are going to go through what we believe our theory is on when this all started, when this invasion started, who are the invaders, how it's brought itself through our history, all the way through this very obscured timeline that we have, which cannot be relied on at all. Looking at that, obviously, and then taking into the current day how that all links to current day events. And also, of course, because we are Tartary Australia, we can't leave on a bad note, Campbell. So we will be leaving on a what we feel like I feel like we've had some deep insights on our role and purpose going through working this show out, and I'm really excited to present them to everyone at this event. I think you will all find it an extremely satisfying event. It's going to be full audio visual the whole day, and Campbell and I on stage speaking the whole day. So of course you get obviously you get your breaks and you get your chicken dance and you get your lunch and I've just and we're going to have there'll be a social afterwards, whether it be at the local pub behind us
Well,
or at the venue
at the
itself.
venue itself,
Yep,
maybe,
I'll
yeah.
confirm that. So we can stay and do our normal fucking thing, which is usually like drinking wine and finding somewhere to smoke and laughing till midnight. So basically, consider this for the Tartarian Australian community of Sunshine Coast and Brisbane and the Gold Coast and right up to Rockhampton and Gympie and all the way down and everywhere else you are. But come, this is our 2025 like Tartarian Australia party for our community in Queensland. So we'd love to see you all there again. I encourage you to make the effort because it's always less about the information and always about the gathering of the souls. So if you're
Yes.
in our area or anywhere within an 8 hour realm of our area, make the fucking effort. Come. It's on the 19th of July. And I'm excited. Come and gauge us. Come and see how we do with this sort of show. Like it's a
Yeah.
much more like David
There you
Icke
go.
style than we've ever
Bring
done
your
before.
scorecards.